Julia Yokabi-Chege and others.
May it please Madam Chief Justice, Deputy Chief Justice, and other members of the court. My name is Kibe Mongai, appearing with Ms. Wairi Mukeru for Julia Yokabi-Chege and 3 others. First of all, let me say that I'm very happy to be responding last, and particularly to have had that very good presentation by my long-term friend, Mr. Okiong Mtata. My Lord and my ladies, the petition before the court has been introduced. The petition is dated 22nd of August this year. It is supported by 2 affidavits, an affidavit sworn on 22nd of August by Julia Chege, and a further affidavit that she swore on 28th of August 2022. We have done submissions which were filed on the 30th of August 2022. That is when they were stamped. And we have also done a bundle of authorities as required. Now, having introduced the pleadings that we have filed, I wish to, looks like I don't have the petition, but basically the petition before the court, the petitioners are basically arguing for invalidation on the simple ground that there are so many violations of the constitutions and the electoral law by IEBC and its chairman, as the case may be, and as a result of which those violations constitute such severe illegalities and irregularities that the results announced ought to be nullified. We have pointed out, for purposes of the specific issues raised by the court, we want to dwell with issues number 6 to 9 that were identified by the court. And to sum up, because before we go to the exact issues, is we shall basically be talking about 3 violations before we refer to the conclusion. Now, the first issue is the fact that over 700,000 people who ought to have voted during the general election held on 9th of August were deprived of the opportunity to do so. Number 2, we shall be arguing that the 3rd respondent, that is the Commission, contravened or violated its duty of accountability, transparency, and public participation during the 4 stages that we shall shortly be outlining, and in a manner that it declared the results of the presidential election. The 3rd issue that we shall be referring to is the fact that the 3rd and 4th respondents violated the procedure set out in Article 138 of the Constitution in discharging their mandate of tallying and verifying the vote at the Bomas of Kenya. I start with issue number 1. The constitutional basis for issue number 1 is Article 38 and 138A of the Constitution. And in this, we are referring to the number of people, 700,000 by our count, who ought to have voted and were deprived of the opportunity to vote. Now, what is the complaint? The complaint, members of the court, is laid out at paragraphs 56 to 60 of the petition, paragraphs 56 to 60 of the Constitution. And the supporting evidence is laid out in paragraphs 24